your mind? What? Candy! What flavor? Oreo. I have a double stuff Oreo.
The Hypnosis show is really an entertainment show. The most important thing is to give people an opportunity to laugh, to give people an awareness that so much of what we see in the world is contained inside, and that's the same thing that camp and leadership is all about. If we could just show people, convince people, let them realize what they've got inside, there's so much more that they could accomplish. I was a state FFA officer for 2 years in Wyoming, and as I retired from state office, somebody came up with the idea we should start a camp. So that was in April, and in June we held our first FFA camp in Wyoming. We wanted to have a leadership camp that would help young people understand themselves, become better leaders, become better speakers. In fact, some of the early members are still on the board and still serve the camp, and the camp's been going for 35 years. Emily has been absolutely amazing. She's gone on and become successful in the agricultural equipment industry and in every aspect of agriculture you can imagine.
It's difficult to measure the amount of impact that Dr. Al Snyder has had on FFA, not only in the state of Wyoming, but around the country. My life and thousands of others have been changed because of his contribution. I wouldn't have been able to be a national officer, and I wouldn't be able to do the things I do today within my job, my family, and my community had it not been for the Wyoming FFA camp.
Over the years, I've worked with a few of the national officer candidates. Several of them have gone on to become national officers and gone on then from there into industry. The most fulfilling thing that I can think of is watching them go on back out into the community and then help other people. The people that have come out of camp have gone every direction you could imagine. I almost have to talk about Seth and Lisa together, and the reason is that they were both state officers together. They stayed very, very involved in camp. Later they became husband and wife, but the amazing thing about them is that their servant attitude has gone worldwide.
FFA camp was a place where I was able to be me, and I also learned personal skills that I use to this day. It inspired me to run for national office. It inspired me to use those skills as a teacher, and it certainly inspired me in the work that I was able to do at a developing school in Africa. The skills that we learned as camp members, we were able to use and apply down at the school, and it was great to have Al see us in action.
I think one of the things that Al does is he influences young people, and it seems like his hope is that they will then use that positive influence to also influence other people. Hopefully he got to see that his influence wasn't just on a couple of Wyoming kids, but it was something that ended up crossing international borders and ended up impacting students halfway across the world.
To me, being an alumni member means working one-on-one. It's about getting to know young people. What do they need to become better people? It's people helping people. The FFA offers something to every single member. Without sponsors, without the alumni, without the dedication that people from the alumni put in to support the organization, those wouldn't be possible. And so I just encourage everyone to become involved, to give this opportunity to our young people. Truly, they deserve it.